We've been discussing sports and the new technical and management teams that have been put up. I'm not sure if it's temporary or it's permanent.
No,
well,
it's
supposed to be temporary.
Yeah.
Now, before we crossed over to Johnny, Henry Asante-Twum was correcting an assertion that he said you made.
He decided to jump on one aspect of the things I was saying about the selection. But everything I was saying was that whoever was taking charge needed time with some of the players or all of the players when they are available before the games. That's essentially what I was saying. It had very little to do with the selection. We all know that he can be wherever he is and then hand over the selections, and the Ghana Football Association will pick it up from there. That will be then the job of the CEO of the association, Alex Asante, to put everything together in terms of flights and everything for the players to get back here in Ghana. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the man knowing that he needed to have time with the players before the crucial games. You don't say, yeah. I mean, he made an interesting point, a valid point, that Chris Hughton will be new to the role. And 3 days before the games, but Milo was here. We saw Milo.
I mean, in this day and age, even if a coach is so remote from this team, per technology,
there's video.
he can tell
assistants
who is best fit to play in any position.
Yeah.
Milo was away from us how many years?
Yeah.
10 or
11 years. Almost 11 years.
Also years.
Yeah.
And we were told that while he was away, he was watching us.
Keeping an eye
in fact,
on
at the press conference, they said he's been following their YouTube and stuff like that.
And that he had been giving videos to monitor the Black Stars for days.
So that point is not valid.
Yeah.
The clear indication is that this FA simply wants to do the things that serves their interest and not the interest of the whole country.
Anyway, we've been joined again on Zoom this morning by Atapoku. He is also a sports journalist. He's adding his voice to the discussion we're having this morning. Good morning, if you can hear me. My name is Cookie. Hi.
Good morning, Cookie. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you two?
I'm very well.
Atapoku.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. They can hear you loud and clear. They can actually see you also. But tell me, you've seen the constitution of the new technical and management team, right?
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
We've succeeded in satisfying virtually every stakeholder in this without looking at the ultimate aim for the team, which is to progress. We are not good enough. We just don't seem to accept that. We don't have a team that is competitive enough. We've gone the full cycle. We need to get a structured team that can compete. Instead of that, we came back almost 3 weeks after exiting the competition, decided to meddle in petty politics, and ended up appointing and assigning roles that would end up overlapping and causing the very problems we've been seeing in the national team. We've had people raising concerns about who is going to submit to who is doing what to who, and it's quite pathetic. Look at some of the CVs on display as assistants in this new setup. You have to laugh. The ultimate is that we don't want to burden Kefutin with the burden of qualifying for the World Cup, and we've decided to ease him in as the coach of the Black Stars in a manner that we could have avoided easily. Let's accept reality. Ghana football isn't going to die or resurrect based on what happens in that doubleheader against Nigeria.
Exactly.
We have one job.
Exactly.
That job is to make sure we get a competitive national team. We don't have a team that is united. We don't have a team that is skilled. And we have stakeholders at the management level or upper room who are just not concerned about the immediate responsibility facing the Black Stars, which is to rebuild. The immediate responsibility is not to qualify for the World Cup. If we do, it tapers over the cracks. But if we don't, it lays bare the Herculean task facing Ghana football. We need a structured rebuild. A rebuild that would assign roles to players, management members, and technical team members to understand that this is where we are today. Let's accept reality. And in this number of years, we can do better. I don't want to jump the gun. But Jerome, you know what? Sitting here, I'm looking at the Black Stars that will be competitive in Guinea in the 2025 African Cup of Nations, and also push it up to the next World Cup in the United States, Mexico, and Canada.
They
But
are
in
not-
the immediate future,
they are not
we are not
looking
good
at
enough.
that.
So we must rebuild.
No, they are not.
Atapoku, I just want to understand. So where's this quick fix syndrome coming from? Where is it coming from? Is it the GFA? Is it government? Or is just the Ghanaian populace? Where is it coming from?
The Ghanaian populace have accepted reality. The Ministry of Youth and Sports accepted reality in Cameroon when they started calling La Côte d'Ivoire and the Nigeria delegation to find out how they managed to rebuild by calling some of the best players from Europe and also getting some of the best local players. The only entity that doesn't seem to accept where Ghana is currently is the Ghana Football Association. They will come and tell you we are going to win the AFCON, take us to Qatar, we will go and camp well and we come and win, give us this bonus, we are going to win. They just don't seem to accept reality.
Then
but they know it better.
It's so interesting that they sit back and they just keep reconstituting new teams and all. Do you think the GFA must be reconstituted as well?
In our current situation, we have elected an FA. So reconstituting it to be going back 4 steps.
But it looks like they
we
need
can
one.
No, we can force them to do everything. The person who led the committee that brought Milo is still on the
It's
Black
still-
Stars Management Committee.
Actually, the chairman.
Sami Osei-Kuffour, an experienced footballer who has seen it all, was part of the just dissolved committee. And you've added Alaji Guza.
He's been
It will
retained.
interest you to know that the Black Stars went to Cameroon without any advance party going to see where they were going to sleep and how they were going to
They were in
be.
Qatar.
They were all in Qatar.
Yeah.
They came back into a hotel that was rejected by Morocco, rejected by Gabon, rejected by Comoros. But the
Wow.
Black Stars ended up there.
We took it. Atapoku, thanks for your time this morning. We'll definitely come back to you later on, maybe midday news. But thank you for your time this
So you see,
morning.
the last point Atapoku made speaks to preparations. And that's one thing that the Black Stars have missed for years. Jerome has made an interesting point about long term. Atapoku has said the
Yes.
same thing. I've
It's
said
the
the
same
same thing. Preparations.
Same thing.
Atapoku was in Cameroon. So when he speaks to the issue of the hotel, I believe it.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, how is it that we did not prepare enough? We did not plan to understand that you need to have a team in place in a country that you are you are not familiar with
and
for
you're
months.
going to be staying for
Because-
over a
And
month.
you're going to be staying there
Because
potentially
see-
for a month.
See, the mindset.
We don't prepare for
the
anything.
mindset is immediate gratification.
Okay.
Let's get something down now and
Yeah.
move on. That's why we plane to Qatar and be there, enjoy all the good things, and then come to Cameroon and then begin to search where are we going to sleep. I'm saying that if we want the right things done, the first step, and that's exactly what Atapoku said.
yeah.
There is every chance we may not make it to the World Cup. There's also the chance that we may qualify. Now, even if we qualify, you will still have to decide what you do in the next 8-9 months.
Yeah.
So why not take the risk and do it now? Atapoku mentioned Guinea 2025, Ivory Coast 2023, and in fact, the 2026 World Cup. Any serious football association
Must
that
be aiming
has
for all
gone
these.
through the kind of problems we have gone through will be looking at these things,
Yeah.
and not now.
Yeah.
But like I said, they are interested in now, and that's why they are doing things this way.
What's the way forward, gentlemen? What do you think can be done? If you were Kit or Craig this morning and you were receiving all this backlash and all this pushback, what would you do?
You know, I would wish that you had asked if I was the sports minister.
Okay.
Because then, I mean,
Say be an ehona me cost rududu.
no, but they have what it takes
Yeah.
to reject what I mean we are being presented
Okay.
with.
But
Becau-
unfortunately, it's been accepted. So,
Fair enough.
so the information I have this morning is that the ministry has accepted everything
So-
that the GF has
So you
presented.
see, I can't
yesterday.
even address him
Fair
anymore.
enough.
He's
so
accepted
per
it.
that acceptance, I would wish that we play the match and see what happens, and then some of us will know what to say. But again, you see, it's even difficult for me to say we shouldn't qualify.
Yeah.
But I would wish we don't qualify. Then we'll see how they reset the button.
And all of this conversation is not to say that the newly assembled team is bad.
No, it's not.
We're not saying it's bad.
It's not.
We just say that it is not a long-term solution to our problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so Chris Hughton coming in, you know, there have been questions also about why then do you provide create that vacancy and fill it and obviously you need to pay the person.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Hughton does not come cheap.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's a former Newcastle United, Brighton Hove Albion manager. He does not come cheap. So if you by force want to give him a position in the team simply because you want to satisfy all parties, then and the ministry also accepting this,
you must
then
come correct.
This is again another taxpayers' money that is just going down the drain for nothing. This person is now going to be advising Otoado. Advising. So advising how?
I thought you would tell me.
Otoado,
Maybe you should ask.
Otoado is a man. Otoado is a man who knows.
You think he doesn't? You think he doesn't need? You think he doesn't need supervision and advice?
Jerry,
Per the GFA, he knows what he's about.
And
that's
ready
the
to be head
point I
coach.
made earlier. It's a conflicting case of politics of interest. So in order to satisfy every bloc, but that is why we will suffer.
We'll continue this discussion, I'm sure, tomorrow. The story is developing. We'll keep an eye on it and bring you... Yes, please. Yes,
what
please.
I know in football is when you say that there is a technical directorate, they are supposed to be planning, preparing, directing the technical part of every football association. So you see that in a lot of the clubs where you have a head coach and then you have a technical director who is going to be talking about the kind of football to be played, the philosophy, the strategy of the club, and then what players we need to even bring in and everything else. We have Bernard Leper, okay, and he is the technical director of the Ghana Football Association.
I was surprised to learn he was in Germany with them.
Yeah.
I was very surprised.
But with all the pictures that we saw, he wasn't in there. But the thing is, this was a man who was not even in Cameroon during the AFCON. And the GFA say it's because he has no business with the Black Stars.
Yes,
now here's a problem. You have a technical director who is directing everything technically in the Ghana Football Association. And you say that your flagship product being the Black Stars, your main team, your biggest product, he's nowhere near it. So he's behind the scenes and he's doing a great job. I know that. In making sure a lot of our coaches are licensed, getting all the studies, all the education, blah blah. So if you are doing all these backroom work, and then you say that you are bringing in a new technical advisor. So this technical advisor and the technical director, are they going to be having the same plan for Mentiasie?
Jerome Autry joined us this morning. He's a sports journalist. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him, especially on this issue.
Yeah.
And of course, TV3Newday also brought us all the updates. Charlie, tomorrow, Yebetwaso.